Okay, happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to another session of Dynamic Core Flow. We are going to focus a bit on balance today and the relationship of the core engagement with balancing poses. So if you have a strap or a towel, grab it. We're going to use it for the warm-up at least, and maybe we'll use it at the end, we'll see, but definitely for the warm-up here, which will be on our backs. And check out derekbarris.com/yoga. I do update my playlist, my music playlist every week. So if you want some music to accompany to this, it's an option for you. And there's also donation links. Still doing donations for these classes, as it doesn't look like gyms are going to be open anytime soon. And as well as hopefully this week, my wife is going to start recording some classes as well. Now that she's in between semesters on her school. So very excited about that, to get that out to you. Those will not be live streamed. We will record them and then I will post them and then send it out in my newsletter, which you can find at Substack. Last thing, speaking of Substack subscribers get access to all of my monthly Zoom workshops where I get to see you and interact with you a little bit, which does not happen in this medium. So the next one is this Sunday. It's going to be a Warrior 4 workshop, meaning we're going to break down and really fine-tune all 4 warrior postures. Sometimes I see 5. We're gonna work on the 4 main ones this week. So derekbarris.com/yoga has all that information. Okay, let's begin on our backs, and have your towel or strap nearby. And hug your knees in, besides doing a little bit of core work here on our back to get going, we are also going to use the resistance of your strap or towel to get our legs ready for the balancing poses. Go ahead and bring your feet to the ground, windshield wipe your legs out a few times. And if you do not have one of those tools available, you can just do the movement without having the tension. So you'll still get some work out of that. Keep your left knee bent, and if you do have a strap or a towel, you're going to take it now and bring it around your right foot. And take the strap in your right hand, and we're going to use this tension now for a half happy baby. So I'm going to keep my left knee bent. You can straighten it out, but it's early. So I'm going to pull down my knee towards the ground, and then as I push up into the strap, I'm resisting with my arm. So I'm not making it easy for myself. So playing with that range of motion here, drawing down, half happy baby, and then kicking up. Keep going a couple more. Just gotta check something here with my audio. So take about 3 more rounds with that. Okay. So final 2 here. Okay, now if your left knee is still bent, go ahead and straighten it. Now let's do a little cross-body work. So same beginning, pull down into a half happy baby on that right side, and then pass the strap to your left hand and take a spinal twist. Reach your right leg straight out. And then pull it back in. Keep your knee bent as you roll down, and pushing into that strap the whole time, creating that isometric tension there as we roll through this for 3 more. Last 2. And final 1. And we get to that twist, we're going to hold it for a moment. So again, the strap is just extending your arm, but it's also creating more tension by kicking into it. Now, you can hold your thigh if you don't have a towel or strap. Otherwise, you're holding the strap, and then you're going to lift and then lower, keeping tension on the strap here. So you're in this twist, working your right abduction and adduction here by keeping that tension on. Really push into that strap with your foot. There's 5. Let's do 5 more. And my foot's not even touching the ground, not about that. Right? I don't want to go all the way over. I want to keep my right shoulder on the ground the whole time. Last 3. And 1. Okay, so swing back to center, take the strap off and put it down. And we've played with these before. We're going to turn over onto our left side, stealing these from my friend Justine, Pilates instructor, wonderful instructor. So this is going to be more for the shoulders now. So we start, we're just hands behind the head, interlaced. We're on our side, and then we just keep your left elbow down. We're on our left side, I should have said that. Sorry. And then you're going to rotate open. Try not to move your hips as you open up, and then turn back down. So just taking this range of motion now, and that twisting movement too. We'll do 3 more. Last 2. And final 1. And then open up, roll onto your back again. Okay, and then let's finish off this right leg. So hug your right knee in. And keep it pretty simple here. You're going to keep your right knee in and then lift your torso up and extend your arms forward. Now hover your left foot off the ground. We're going to keep that tension of pulling your right knee in and lifting your chest, not forward, but up, and then lift your left leg and then lower it down. So just working that left leg here as that right knee tension stays in here. We'll do 10. So as always, controlled movement here, not about how fast you can go on these. You want to keep the lift in the lower even tempo, as well as keeping your lower back on the ground. We'll do 3 more. Draw that knee in, lift your chest for 2. And 1. Now when you lower your left leg, pause and then extend your right leg up. Now lower your right leg and lift it 1. We'll do 10 here. 2. Now you can always modify by putting your left foot on the ground with your knee bent or leg straight. It'll be a little bit easier there. But we only have 5 more. Strong center the whole time for 4. Last 2. And 1. Lift your right leg, lift your left leg, and draw your knees in, relax. Okay, so because the wall is here, I'm going to spin around, but you can stay as you are if you have the room. It'll just make the extension of my left leg a little easier. And lie back. Grab your strap if you're using it, or towel. And again, you can keep your right knee bent. I like it bent here. It gives me a little more room to work that left hip. You can also straighten if you want more stretch in the front of your right thigh. Half happy baby with that tension, and then extend your leg up, pushing through that strap. We'll take 3 more here. For 2, and try to push evenly through both sides of the foot on the strap. That's part of what we're doing here. 1 more, right, for when we come into actually balancing this, standing on 1 leg. Okay, now let's pick it up. Let's go across. So extend your right leg out, half happy baby, and then pass over to your right hand. Left shoulder stays down as you twist across. And then just touching it for now, so coming back and going across. 3 more. Final 2. And last one. Come across. And then half happy baby, and then go across. Okay, now your left shoulder is down. And then again, push into your left foot. Lift up. Lower down. Again, trying to keep a controlled pace here, keeping your shoulder down the whole time, pushing through your strap as you do this. There's 5. 5 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. And then draw back to center, and you can let the strap go. Okay, and now left knee draws in, and then curl yourself up. Arms forward, we're going to keep the left knee in, right foot hovers. Let's lift our right leg, lower it down 1. So again, think more up with your chest than curled in. And try to keep your lower back on the ground here. Okay, there's 5. Halfway through this side, 5 more. Final 3, 2. Now last one, again, you can hover your right foot or modify, extend your left leg up, lower it down. Lift it up 1. 2. Keep your tempo. Again, try to just keep it controlled. There's 5. Last 5 here. Final 3, 2. Last 1. Lift your left leg, lift your right leg. Release. Shake it out. Okay, roll over to your right side and interlace your hands. I knew I went out of order. That's okay, we'll get it all in. Always remember at some point. So these clamshells with our shoulders. So elbows towards one another, keep your right elbow down. Rotate your left side and then back. Nice shoulder opener here for 2. 3 more. For 2. Last one. And as you come forward, now since we're here, we're going here anyway, come onto your belly. So it doesn't matter which direction you're facing, you can change it when we come into down dog after this sequence on our stomachs. So begin with your arms straight out. We're going to do a little glute med work. Love this one. So drive your pelvis down. Your head can be down. I like to just lift here into almost like a little Sphinx pose just to give me some length in my upper back. Contract your abdominal muscles. Lift your legs. Go out wide. Hold. Draw them in. Release. So just at a set of 5 with a little bit of hold there. Lift up. Legs wide. Release. 2. 3 more. Lift up. Go wide. Contracting your glutes, back in, release 3. 2 more, lift up, go wide. Draw in, release 4. Let's do 1 more. Lift up, go wide. Hold 10 seconds. Maybe lift your chest, maybe lift your legs a little higher, go a little wider. Take another breath. And release. Let that go, shake out your tail. You can do the same thing with your upper body. I'm going to come into Sphinx for this one. It's going to limit my range of motion in my backside, but it's also going to give me a little bit more access to engage my abdominal muscles here, which I'm going to do, and I'm creating a slight back bend. We can start with our right leg. We're going to pulse up 10 times. Pulse, pulse. 3, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take a breath. Now again, if this bothers your lower back, you should be prone. So come all the way to the ground. If you can keep the slight back bend, awesome. Let's do the other side. Clip your right foot down. Let's lift our left leg. 10, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Release it all. Shake out your tail. Okay, back to our shoulders. Come on up, Sphinx pose, or upper back, really, everything here. Pull your heart forward for Sphinx. We stay and breathe, or 5 repetitions. Pull your palms back and straighten your arms. Tap them down 1. Straighten. Tap 2. 3 more. Last 2. Final 1. Hold. Pull your palms back, or your forearms if they're on the ground. Pull your heart forward. Take another breath. And let that go. Okay, from wherever you are, child's pose. If you want to reorient now and swing around, if you happen to be facing backwards, again, you're probably at home now. Doesn't particularly matter unless you have a preference. Let's take 3 deep breaths in your child's pose. Release your lower back from that. Okay, downward facing dog. So let's find it and take a moment. Okay, so I know every week it seems like something. Just tweaked my QL on my right side the other day when I slipped doing an exercise. It's pretty good today. I will not be jumping at all today though. So jump forwards, jump backs, you're on your own. I'm going to be stepping. Everything else I think I pretty much have access to. I just don't want to jolt it here. So from your down dog, roll out to plank. Sink your hips, pull your heart forward, create that little Sphinx feeling. Pull your belly in, strong plank. Push back, downward dog. 2 more, find that roll. And then that sink, strong arms. Now start with center, pull center plank. Then push back, dog. And 1 more, roll it out. Sink. From center, pull, down dog, bend your knees. You can step or hop up to the top of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back, bend your knees, chaturanga. Exhale, flow back to downward facing. Inhale, stretch your right leg up. Draw your knee in, step to your first lunge, lower your back knee, stretch your arms up. Inhale, just starting to get moving now. Exhale, release your hands, chaturanga, or skip it, we flow. Extend your left leg up, nice and easy to lunge. Lower your back knee, low lunge for your inhale. And then flow back to your downward facing. From your down dog, bend your knees, and then step or hop up to the top of your mat as you exhale. Sweep up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, make your way back. Stretch your right leg up. Draw your knee in, step to lunge. Lower your back knee, stretch your arms up. Inhale. Now hands down or balance, runner stretch. Sit back halfway or all the way over your right leg. Inhale, low lunge, push forward. Exhale, standing split. Hands down, float your left leg up. Okay, let's flow that. Low lunge. Runner stretch. Low lunge. Standing split. Again, hands can never touch down here if you want to play with your balance point. 1 more round. Low lunge, all about those transitions. Runner stretch. Low lunge. Standing split, pull up. Take an inhale. We go to chair pose. Step in, drop down, inhale. Left elbow, right thigh, chair twist. Look down, pick your left foot up, extend it slowly back to twisting lunge. Drop in, take a breath. Look down, hands down, and flow. Float your left leg up, and then draw your knee in and step. Low lunge is your inhale. And then run or stretch. Exhale, sit it back. Inhale, low lunge. Standing split, exhale, pull your leg up. Let's do it again. Low lunge. Run or stretch, sit it back. Push up, low lunge, and standing split. Again, all play here, low lunge, one more. A lot of dynamic movement to get going. Sit it back, exhale. Low lunge, and standing split. Take an inhale, and then release your feet, chair pose. Drop in, inhale. Right elbow, left thigh, chair twist. Now from there, looking down, hover your right foot, slowly step it back, twisting lunge pose. Take a breath. Oh. Looking down, hands down, center, chaturanga, and flow. Bend your knees, look forward, and step or hop up to the top of your mat. Stretch up as you inhale. Okay, let's start adding our balance work. So from here, lift your heels up. And then take your arms forward, squeeze your inner thighs, squat down, your range of motion with the heels up. Okay, let's do that again. Lift up. Whoa, a little fast, that's why I gotta go slow. Exhale, squat down two. Okay, one more. Try to keep your heels up, find that balance point. There it is. Slower always works better. And squat down three. Transition, crow pose, 3 breaths. Gaze forward, strong center for 2. And then you can step or hop back, chaturanga. Okay, same beginning. Now we're going to start adding that balance work. Right leg up. Nice and easy step. Lower your back knee. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, run or stretch. Low lunge. Inhale. Press back up. Standing split. Now with both hands down or hovering, we're pretty warm now. Bend your left knee, open your hip. And then curtsy squat 1. Just 3. Open. Curtsy squat 2. And open. Curtsy squat 3. Walk your hands forward, extend your left leg back. Supported warrior 3. Flex your left foot. Blocks are great here if you need. Bend your right knee. Straighten your right leg 1. Bend. Straighten 2. 3 more. Now next round we're going to do this without our hands down. If you're doing that now, great. You'll just have 2 rounds of it. I'm keeping my hands down now, really to focus on the depth of my right leg for 4. 1 more. And 5. Now bend your right knee. Warrior 2. Push off. Step back. Inhale. Now in your warrior 2, lateral twist. Straighten your right leg. Parallel your feet. You can turn your left foot out. Right hand inside of your left foot. Left arm stretches behind you. Okay, that was a slow one, but now we flow it. Take your right arm, wrap it around, warrior 2, and lateral twist 2. 3 more. Open. 3. 2 more. Make it your own here, a little bit of playtime. 4. Last one like that. Open. Lateral twist. 5. Push down into your right foot. Skandasana. Sit it down. And then switch. So your playtime with the arms, hands can be down. Just keep your heel down as you rock side to side. Last one. Pause when you get to your left leg. Okay, come forward. Left forearm down, forearm side plank. Now we're going to go into those clamshells again, but now on our forearm. Right hand behind your head, inhale. Exhale, turn down 1. Inhale. 2. 3 more. Woo. 3. Last 2. Last one. Turn down, forearm plank, center off, dolphin pose. Walk it in and stretch. 3 breaths. Enjoy the upper back stretch here. One time, here's your triceps. Don't think about it. Straighten your arms, same time, go. Down dog. Pause or take a flow. Okay, second side, left leg up, and step. Low lunge, inhale. Runner stretch, exhale. Back to low lunge, push off your shin, inhale. And then standing split, pulse that leg up. Now we start with that rotational work. Bend your right knee, open your hip, and then squat down, curtsy squat 1. Press up. Curtsy 2, press up, curtsy 3, supported warrior 3, take it open, flex your right foot. Hands can be down or on the blocks or not. Bend your left knee, straighten 1, bend, 2, 3 more. Keep driving your right heel back. You should feel that glute activation. 2 more. Now bend, push off, warrior 2, float back. Take an inhale, pivot, slow on the first, left hand inside of your right foot, rotate back. Hips are kind of square, you're going for that, right? Now left arm wraps around, warrior 2. That's playtime here. And then lateral twist 2. Heels are down, feet are rotating if you want. Two more. And last one. Skandasana, left leg. And right leg. Just flowing here. Again, any arms you want here. 2 more rounds. One more. Now from that right side, rotate forward, right forearm down, side plank on your right forearm. Left hand behind your head, inhale. Turn it down 1. Inhale. Squeeze your inner thighs, 2. 3 more. Last 2. Final 1. Forearm plank. Dolphin pose. 3 breaths. Same time, straighten your arms. Boom. Pause or flow. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop up to the top of your mat, and enjoy a forward bend of your choice. before we do our final round. So you can take toe lock, slide your hands under your feet, ragdoll, hands behind your back for a shoulder stretch, 5 breaths. This does bring up the importance of why I feel that moving through injuries is important. Of course, we always have to be careful and we can't push. But when I had that little QL thing on Sunday, I couldn't touch my toes. Right? So I've spent the last 2 days, instead of lifting or doing anything intense, just doing body work, mobility work. And while I feel a little bit of tightness, that blood flow to areas that are injured is so, so important. Okay, soften your knees and round up to stand again. Definitely not diagnosing anything. And everyone's injuries are different. But I do really think there's a lot of value in moving through. Even when you're a little hurt, finding ways to keep blood flow in your body will help the healing process. Okay, let's do it. Stretch your arms up. One time we go. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift your heels up, find that balance point. Extend your arms out, squat down with your heels up. Transition through crow, 3 breaths. Inhale, chaturanga, and flow back to downward facing. Stretch your right leg up, and nice and easy step to lunge. Lower your back knee, stretch up. Okay, 5 breaths. So any arms here, you can move around, you can hold, hands behind your head, behind your back, right, twisting. You can, again, make it your own here. You can tuck your back toes and lift your knee if you wanted a high lunge here. This is definitely one of the things I miss about group classes, among many things. But when we get to this point of class, the freeform movement always is inspiring, seeing so many different options being taken. Because I always leave room in my flows for this, because everyone's body's a little different. And depending on the day, we all need slightly different things. Okay, we're going to runner stretch next before our balance sequence. So drop back to runner stretch, and we are going to hold. So we got 5 breaths. If you have a full split practice, right, you can go for it. Otherwise, I'm just going to flex my right foot, lengthen out. And for my QL, I'm going to take a little twist over to the right today to get that stretch I need here. 4 more breaths. Okay, rotate back to center. Come forward, hands down to start. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now engage your abdominal muscles, pull your heart forward, try to find length here, and then pull your hands up into prayer. You can also extend your arms forward. I'll fly out the window if I do, so I'm going to keep prayer, and then find your warrior 3. Flex your left foot. You can always have your hands down. We go 5 times. Bend, straighten 1. 3 more. So shrimp squat variations here. 3, 4, and then 5, and pause. Now you can have your hands down, point your left toes, 10 pulses, pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more, 5. Just like on our back, 2, 1. Put your left foot down, stand up, walk that out. Not done with that right leg quite yet. Okay, I'm gonna do split squat. So you're going to take your right foot, ground it down. Step your left foot back, 1.5 feet or so. I'm in a very short lunging position. My left foot is light. I'm just thinking about my right foot. Drive down. Bend down. See if you can tap your hands down and then pull your right hip back like a deadlift to stand back up. So again, 80 to 90% of the body weight is in your right foot right now. So really loading up that right glute now. If I were teaching a main studio class, I'd have a pair of dumbbells in my hands, right, to add to that, right? Plenty of work body weight though. 5 more. Last 3. Push that hip back for 2. And 1. Stand up. Whoo. And walk that out. You don't need dumbbells. Okay. Step your left foot back and set up triangle pose now. So we just loaded it. Let's stretch that side out. Cut your right hip back and then take it. So of course, your hand can be on a block or your shin. Try to lengthen your right ribs as you wrap yourself up into this pose. 5 more breaths. Release down to pyramid and spin your back heel up. Walk your right foot all the way to the left. And we loaded that right glute. Let's give it some love now. We'll do our accordion pose. Tap your right knee down and re-extend 1. Should just call this Elena pose since she always comments about this one, appreciating it. I do too. Last 2. Such a nice way to enter pigeon. And let's go down for pigeon now. Okay, and then your pigeon here, if you want to take a king pigeon, or if you want to just come down, take a twist. Let's say we'll take about 1.5 minutes today. So not the longest, but we do have to do the other side, so we don't want to space out too much here. Okay, wrap your right sitting bone back, your left hip forward, unless you're in a variation, of course, and then settle in for the next 70 seconds or so. Guys, 2 more deep breaths. Okay, walk your hands back. And then press back to downward dog. We've got a few moments here. If you want to pedal out, flip your dog, lift your leg, come through a flow. And if you're not, making your way back to downward facing, take another breath. And let's take it left leg up. Nice and easy step, low lunge. Okay, this is yours. All right, so you're gonna make your transition to your runner stretch. So you can, again, go to full splits or a half splits pose. And then really what matters, unless you're in a full split and your pelvis is down, then you can play with your foot. Otherwise, the key here is just flexing that left foot. A little bend to your left knee, totally fine. You want to take care of that hamstring. You don't want to force it or compromise in any way. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Okay, so let's set up our high lunge with our hands down. So come forward, lift your back knee up. And then again, you can take your arms forward or to your part, and then looking forward, pull up to warrior 3. Flex your right foot, bend your left knee. Straighten your leg. Bend. 2. 2 more. Now find that straight leg, strong center, point your right toes, pulse. 10, 9, 5, 1, stand up. Ooh, walk that out. Okay, let's set up that split squat. So again, you want most of the weight in your left foot, a very short stance. Getting your fingers to the ground isn't the goal. I mean, it's kind of a landmark, but not necessary, right? So you just squat down to the degree that you can, and then drive your left leg straight. It's really that pushing through your left leg. So you're loading up that left glute on the way down, and then you're resisting back on the way up. I got 5 more. Last 3. Final 1. Oh, walk that out. Good morning. Whew. Okay, let's set up pyramid pose. Okay, there's Osiris. Don't want to step on him. Step your right foot back. Actually, I'll face the camera here. So I have to start my backside the whole time. Left hip cups back, left arm down, right arm extends up, and again, squeeze your heels towards one another, and let's breathe here. And 5 more breaths. Try to lengthen your left ribs, wrap them up. Okay, release down, pyramid, spin your back heel up, walk your left foot all the way over to the right side of your mat, and then tap your left knee down and re-extend. 3 more. For 2. And 1 brings us down. Come on down for pigeon. And again, make it your own here if you have a variation you're playing with. If you're with me, left sitting bone back, right hip forward, and you can settle in. Okay, about 3 more deep breaths here. There it is. All right, guys, last time, down dog. Take your finishing movements here, flipping your dog, a final flow. And then make your way to sit. And we're gonna come back. First, release your lower back a little bit. So you're gonna bend your knees and come back onto your forearms. So you're propped up, and then windshield wipe here. Just giving your lower back a little bit of love here before we lie down. And then lie back and find your happy baby pose. And just take a moment with that. You can straddle your legs straight or hold it or rock a little bit as I'm doing. See how this feels compared to the very first thing we did, playing with those half happy babies. Hopefully a little more space here. Let your left leg go, right leg across for your spinal twist. So if you want to extend your leg out or take a variation there, go for it here. Close your eyes and just settle in for the next 6 to 8 deep breaths. Rotate back to center. We'll switch that out. Extend your right leg out. Left knee across for your spinal twist. And come back to center. And then extend both your legs up for a moment to the ceiling. Open your feet up a little and then circle your ankles here. Just to give them a little bit of breathing room before we rest. And then reverse directions. You can let your legs fall down or hug them in first, and finding your Shavasana here. I will leave you here, take a few minutes to rest and enjoy the silence. And I will see you on Thursday for a stretch session. Thank you as always for practicing. Namaste.